All right, let's get you more on the remarks by the ANC President, Cyril Ramaphosa, whom, as I was saying earlier, was speaking at the SACP Congress that's underway in Boksburg. Our reporter on the story is Mbali Thethani. She joins us now live. And Mbali, let's pick up then on the remarks made by the ANC President about the country's electricity crisis.
Well, certainly, Tembegile, and one would look at this and say that the gloves are certainly off when it comes to President Cyril Ramaphosa's fight back campaign, especially looking into that Phala Phala farm saga. He seemed quite resolute, and you would know just a few weeks ago the president couldn't even answer when journalists questioned him around the issue, around the Phala Phala farm issue, especially with those millions of dollars being found in his home. But it seems as if now he's resolute, and he's saying that he will not be discouraged and he will not be intimidated, of course, by those who are in a strategy to oust him out, questioning him around allegations, or rather calls for him to step down from his position. And you would know just yesterday we saw the EFF saying that they will drive a campaign demanding for his resignation. And they certainly want him to be impeached, Tembegile, saying that these are very serious allegations. But of course, President Cyril Ramaphosa says that these are serious allegations, these are serious charges, but at the same time he will deal with this in a thorough process and of course allow the authorities to deal with the matter, Tembegile. Of course, at the same time saying that he is fighting for the soul of the ANC. He also says that he will be presenting himself before the Integrity Commission of the ANC. But at the same time, Tembegile, we know that the SACP has been here now for 3 days, and some of the issues that they are looking at are challenges facing the working class and the poor South Africans. Of course, talking about the issue around challenges of the economy, challenges of the high unemployment rate, but at the same time talking about that energy crisis that the country faces at the moment, and says that while he deals with the Phala Phala farm, he still needs to continue with the work of turning around the economy and also the work that needs to be done when it comes to Eskom, and of course ensuring that South Africans have access to electricity supply. Let's take a listen to what he had to say, Tembegile, when it comes to the plan and the work that needs to be done in terms of Eskom.
When Eskom fails, the country is thrown into darkness, as we are now. That is why we have embarked on a process to establish all these three entities, to separate generation, distribution, as well as transmission. And that is why we've also brought in the generation of energy from solar and from wind. And it is why we have increased the licensing threshold as well, for those who would want to generate to be a little higher than what it has always been. Not only are these measures, comrades, intended to address the current shortfall in electricity, but they are also intended to enable Eskom to improve its own financial position and operational performance and become a far more competitive provider of electricity. In the coming days, we will be announcing additional measures that we need to take to address the current electricity crisis by coming up with new ideas of bringing new generation capacity online.
So, Mbali, in other remarks there, the ANC president said that they basically are in a fight for the soul of the ANC. Who is he fighting for the soul of the party?
Well, Tembegile, you would know that there have been a number of factional battles within the ANC, and there are issues around some being part of the RET, also with the issue around them being under the former President Jacob Zuma, and those from the camp of President Cyril Ramaphosa. Just earlier on as well, speaking to the national chairperson of the ANC, and you would know that some within the ANC are also today marching and protesting to Lutuli House, calling on for President Cyril Ramaphosa to step down in connection with the Phala Phala farm issue, also calling for the NEC of the ANC to also step down from their positions. Speaking to Gwede Mantashe earlier on, national chairperson, saying that they are aware of the continued factions within within the movement, and it is such factions indeed which is also infiltrating through the party. But at the same time, Thembekile is saying that when it comes to those aligned to the RET faction and supposedly marching and protesting towards Lutuli House today, some senior members of the ANC saying that, well, they're really not concerned about factional battles at the moment, and what they need to do is fight for the soul of the ANC and fight to unite the ANC, because you'd also know that usually when the ANC heads to a conference, you would continue to see more factional battles. At the same time, with the ANC Secretary General, the suspended Secretary General of the ANC, being suspended from the party and not being able to fulfill his duties while his court processes continue. So you would know that going into such a conference, you are most likely to see more and more of these factional battles mushrooming within the party. So they are saying that as the NEC and leaders of the party, they are continuing to fight for the soul of the ANC and to unite the party.
Mbali, Thethani, thank you very much for your reporting from Boksburg. Mbali is at the SACP Congress, and staying with that